taking over, that's a promise, not a threat.
Uppercut, season off top, you stop breathing.
You know, but I see, you know, we got our brother King P. He's on now. So King P, what's good, bro?
What's going on? What it do? You know what I'm saying? I had to run some people out the bodega. You know what I'm saying? They tried to fucking, you know what it is. But fuck them. You know what I'm saying? You can't burn down. You can't riot and loot in the bodega. Fuck out of here.
I get that shit
Yes,
out.
sir.
Damn, you sound happy as fuck. Like, bro, you turned up. This don't sound like the grumpy King P. Like, this sound like the hardest working nigga in Ring Gang King P. Like, this nigga is getting interviews. He had after parties. Like, he doing all this shit. So, yo, bro, like, you back in town with us. So I'm gonna just let you start it off. Go into detail, like vibe. I'm gonna just sit here with my drink. Tell us about the pizza, all of that shit, nigga. Touchdown, just do your thing, my nigga. I hope Pat don't mind. I don't mean to just
no, of course, no. Like, yeah,
take this nigga narrator spot.
Yeah, no, yeah. P, the floor is yours, man. So, you know, tell us about being in Detroit, Baumgardner, Linardatou 2, all that shit, bro.
Yeah, all the way to the end, bro. Like, just go do your thing.
Okay.
And salute up Belisarius. I don't think I shouted you out earlier, so salute to you.
Oh, so yeah, you know what I'm saying? I gotta say, you know, shout out to Detroit. Great city. You know, it's funny because a lot of people was like, oh, you going to Detroit? What you doing out there? Be careful, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, like, acting so scary. Like, and it ain't nothing I'm worried about. I'm gonna have a good time. And that's what I did. I touched down in Detroit a little late a Friday night. You know what I'm saying? Got through all my shit and, you know, went to my Airbnb spot. You know what I'm saying? Went around the town a little bit. Got me some pizza, some Detroit pizza, and that shit was fire. I gotta admit, it was the good pizza. Shout out to Lefty. It's not as good as New York pizza, but you know what I'm saying? It's a second. It's a runner-up. So I you know what I'm saying? I enjoyed the food. You know what I'm saying? Nice little parties in downtown. You know, it was a dope city. I'll say that. Definitely, I gotta go back. I wish I would have got there early to get to the weigh-ins, but it is what it is. Nothing could be done about that. But I was definitely, you know, there early for, you know, the Masonic Temple, nice arena. Getting there wasn't as horrible as, you know, the Smoothie King. I'll say that. It wasn't as bad as that. But you know what I'm saying? I got in. Seats were great. It's like a ballroom theater. Like, it's one of those type of things. So like, there's literally like not a bad seat in the house. Like one of those things. Like, even if you're at the top, you still get a great view. So you know what I'm saying? It was dope. Got in. You know, got the first couple fights, which were dope. A lot of good stuff. So, you know what I'm saying? Then, you know, as the televised portion went on, you know, the people started filling in and it was packed. Like, there wasn't an empty seat. It wasn't empty.
Yeah,
I didn't feel like
I thought it was the acoustics of the place, but it really looked like there was people, like it was filled to capacity.
No, there was a lot of people there, especially like as it filled up. Like even before then, on the undercard, one of the guys was from Detroit, and I could tell, like, oh, okay, everybody's filled in because they coming. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, definitely a lot of cats there from Detroit. So they had the local fighters there. So, you know, people was coming out for them. By the time when Jermaine Franklin went on, it was completely packed. Like,
it was packed, huh? Was a lot of the stuff cut off, or was it pretty well, you know, a lot of people? It was pretty. Really
I didn't see anything cut off. It's a small arena. They don't need to cut anything off. Usually you cut stuff off for the bigger places, for the optics. It's not a small. It's not a big arena, so you don't got to do that.
That first fight with the Detroit guy on the main card, that was a pretty good fight. Were you able to catch that one, Pete? The one before Jermaine?
Yeah. No, I was there for all the fights. You talk about O'Quinn. That was a good fight. The scorecards were a little wide, but
190 type shit, but that was a good fight.
Pilot, what kind of fucking question is that? Of course he there, nigga. Like, I hope he there.
No, I just meant like the Detroit fight. Yeah, I know. I'm just for the listeners.
Me and Pat go to have a talk with this nigga. Shit.
Pilot, I just told you I was there from the beginning. Scroll up. Like,
for the listeners.
I can't wait till we send Pilot to a fight so we can grill this nigga. Like, they're like, yo, so Pilot, did you see the first fight that we sent you to get press roll?
No. In fact, if you saw my Twitter, Pilot, you know I was there from the beginning because I had to update on fight because apparently people were commenting, were getting at me on Twitter. They were tweeting me like, can you please give us a live update, because I guess DAZN didn't have a bell to bell for that, so they weren't doing any of the fights before the televised portion.
Yeah.
So I don't know what was going on, but I'm like, okay, you know what, let me just give them some live updates, which was weird that they didn't do the bell to bell thing. So.
Before the bell, yeah, that pissed me off.
So, but
DAZN being janky again.
Yeah, but it was definitely a good card. Jermaine Franklin came, and it was like everybody was rocking with Jermaine. I'll say that.
Give us your thoughts on the Jermaine Franklin performance.
Honestly,
I saw the fight too, like later that night after the Martin card.
Honestly, that was a weird fucking performance. Like,
it was.
Jermaine did everything. Like, he's going up against a guy that he looked like a Mexican Pillsbury Doughboy. Like, like he looks more like he literally looked like if you punched him in his stomach, he'll go like that. He literally looked like that. Like,
he had a Mexican chin. He had a Mexican chin.
No, but there were times where Franklin wasn't even pressing it. I'm like, oh, he must not even be trying to get the KO. Like, he wasn't pressing it a lot of times. Motherfucker, maybe he just realized motherfucker wasn't going anywhere, so it's like, you know what, fuck it, tee off. Like, he was target practice. Like, it was like, so Jermaine must not have a lot of power, or he just didn't try to, or that guy's the toughest son of a bitch, or he just didn't try to put punches together to get him out of there.
I think it's a little this is a Twitter poll. I'll take option D. A little of all the above, but I think Pat was probably the most accurate what he said in the chat. And because I didn't see the weigh-in, because I just, sometimes y'all niggas been cooking in that fucking chat lately. I be scrolling in there late. I'm like, god damn. But anyways, I recall this nigga saying something about that nigga must have been eating good with them Hearn checks, them Joshua and White checks.
Yep.
And
yeah, Jermaine was bigger too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, Jermaine, like Franklin. Oh, no, wait, that's his name, right?
Yeah,
Jermaine Franklin.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
But he's got skills. Like, he can box. You know what I'm saying?
No. That's what I'm saying. Like, Pat was right, because he definitely didn't look like he was in the shape he was for Joshua.
Oh no, he wasn't.
And honestly, he needed to be in that shape to make a fucking statement and put this guy away. This guy had a chin. He had a chin, but he was there to be hit, and he was hit all night. Mm-hmm. And he actually landed a few on Franklin every now and then. He did. So dude was there in the fight. Franklin wasn't in the shape, I believe, to press the action. Franklin,
he was tired. No, I know his stamina. He was kind of tired. Early.
But Franklin has enough power. But Franklin's one of those guys where he has to hit you clean.
Accumulation. And
he almost have to, okay, you know how we was getting at how Frank Martin could let off those momentum type of shots, where he could go and start digging 5 or 6 shots on you after he kind of buzz you. Yeah. Franklin needs to be able to do that.
And then bells, you can say Franklin might be the 15th best heavy if you want to be generous.
Franklin's like top 12, 13.
He could be 15.
I count the robbery, man, but
he beat White, who White's, obviously by default a top 7 heavyweight, whether you like him or not.
Yeah, but see, that's what hurts these niggas, because if you trying to be that nigga, you can't play with you got to take everybody serious. There was somebody we was talking about a couple weeks ago on the podcast, and we're like, nah, like, that nigga don't play with his food with nobody. Like, if we were just naming niggas who don't play with it, who just take everybody serious.
Yeah.
That's what you need at the heavyweight. Franklin kind of fucked up not like taking that fight serious, because a lot of people was watching this card and we just seen you give Joshua and White all they could handle, and you slow dance with this Walrus motherfucker.
Yeah, it was tailor made, because I know it's a replacement. It was tailor made for you to get a KO. You know what I mean?
Right.
And he knew it. Was this a last minute? Because like,
it was last minute. It was a replacement. It was a replacement opponent.
Hold on. Wait. Was it a replacement for the dude or for Franklin?
Well, for the dude. For the Mexican dude, Pillsbury Doughboy.
Yeah, the Mexican was a replacement opponent.
Oh, so Franklin knew he had this. So it's not like the Dylan White fight.
No. This was his hometown fight. He was fighting like a tougher.
Oh, so remember the Dylan White fight? He was a late replacement.
Yeah.
So he wasn't in the shape. So we like, okay, but he still won real shit.
He should have won.
This fight, this nigga, this his fight to show off.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
And he was supposed to be like Baumgardner.
At his home state shit, you know. This was like his hometown, you know what I mean? This was
nigga.
We'll still see him back on a natural.
Yeah, no, I still fuck with dude.
We'll see him.
If he fight, he can't show up like this against Jared Anderson.
Hell no, he can't. Hell no.
And not against Charles Martin either.
Right.
But my bad, King P. Oh, Pat, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead, Pat.
Yeah, no, I was to say, like, I mean, that Mexican will probably find another place on one of Eddie's cards, though, because, you know, he took all of that for like 10 rounds without.
I mean, no, don't. He might get knocked out by a motivated heavyweight if he's gonna get fucking targeted like that. He was target practice for Jermaine.
I feel like Munoz, like, I saw a little potential. Like, maybe it was the commentary woman who was like, "Oh, I can see something with him. I see, like, you know, like he
Claudia Trejos or
I think it wasn't Auntie Claudia. It was French.
Yeah, it was because French and Claudia.
Like,
it sounded like McCaskill. That wasn't McCaskill, right? That was just French.
It was DAZN, ain't it?
DAZN, yeah.
Who's DAZN? Dude, I ain't gonna lie. Like I'm sorry. Now that y'all brought it up, before that, I'm not gonna lose my point. I just see Franklin had like 5 weeks notice and Manat had like 3-day replacement. You letting a nigga who had 3-day replacement go the distance with you?
That's what I'm saying.
My goodness, get the fuck out of here. But okay. Now back to what I was gonna say. Yo, now that y'all brought it up, the fucking commentary was trash that night. Like,
it was.
Oh my god!
Who was the guy?
I'm not surprised that they had the women basically commentating because it was for Baumgardner. But I didn't hear them, but you know what I'm saying. I'm sure it wasn't good.
McCaskill was there, right?
It was horrible. Like,
Jessica McCaskill. It was just cruising Claudia.
Is this a comment like DAZN tried? Like, she's okay. Like, I mean, she's like, she has a personality, but just
she's a sweethearted person because I got to talk to her for a little bit. She's a really nice woman. Like, I got to comment. Like, the next time I see her, I also got to fucking compliment her on her, like, because she always has a nice fit on. Like, she's like, she's always like. And like she must have always been like she was probably the best dressed female in school. Like she always has a fresh fit on. I'm just like, God damn.
Yo, I heard what time out like, yo, King P is fucking right. Like, I know I've tweeted it before. I think with the Marshall fight, like, Cruz DAZN, like, if y'all gonna like. This is, and I know y'all be biting Ring Gang and be watching us and shit and be studying and shit. I know y'all out there, but all right, if y'all want to really help elevate women's boxing, somebody needs to cut a fucking fashion deal with Cruz DAZN.
Yeah, that's smart.
Somebody like really needs to like tap in with her, and y'all can really put something out there. Y'all could really.
I heard she does like stylists like outfits and stuff for a lot of the fighters for their uniforms, for their fight gear and stuff.
No, she's a Renaissance woman. I mean, you know, you heard her sing before you heard
her sing. That's dope, but I'm talking about like major, like on some like a real, like she needs like a actual line, like a clothes, like somebody like 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 Nike. Somebody really needs to fucking sponsor, put a line behind her, like real shit. Like I just see like there's money left on the table with that.
Yeah, but like I said, I didn't get to hear a commentary. I did get to see it. It was funny. I had to see Claudia Trejo after like every other round, like running from the commentary table, which was right there, and then going to the corners to go interview the coaches. I'm just like, damn, Claudia's putting in some work today, running back and forth like 20 different times. I'm like, damn, Claudia. It's funny to see it in person.
Damn.
You're
not a fan of McCaskill commentary, Hearn?
I could definitely hear McCaskill because I mean I'm from St. Louis. She does St. Louis. I could hear that St. Louis, hood rash.
Damn.
No, McCaskill is cool. McCaskill is cool. So
I think McCaskill is
she's
solid
good to me. She's good to me.
Commentary.
She's good on commentary.
I do wonder if they wanted to not put her on because I think her and Baumgardner are friends. So maybe that was a thing because I think
she was there, but she just didn't say much. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, they're cool though, so maybe it's like a conflict of interest or something like that to have like they don't want to make it too like seem like it's too obvious or too biased, but
too biased. She didn't say much during the bomb fight.
But so then the co-main, goddamn, I in all the fights I've been to. This is the first time I've seen a large Cuban audience. I was like, because I was sitting by him. I was like,
okay. Yeah. Andy got the following a little bit earlier.
Yeah. So like, I was just like, I see a whole a whole section. The whole section by me was all Cubans. I'm just like, damn. Okay, let's say. Yeah, I was interested. I'm like, okay, we got something. We got a debut, a highly touted prospect. And a fan base to go with them. Like, oh shit, Cubans don't usually have fan bases like this. That piqued my eye. So I saw him come out, his little flashy entrance.
He was dancing.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay. He's definitely got charisma, and he's definitely got some showmanship. I'm like, okay, let's just see, because the bell's got a ring. Let's see if fuck all, because if he don't look the part in the ring, fuck all this other shit. But I'm like, okay, let's see. Honestly, his debut, I'm not gonna lie, I really liked it. I really liked his debut. So like to get like, because I was on Twitter, I'm seeing people like downing it. I'm like, wait, hold on, are we watching the same fight? Because for me, that was a damn good debut, all things considered.
That was a great. He's solid.
I saw a lot of things that I really liked. He definitely is slick, like, but not like slick like yawn slick, or oh, it's a boring fighter that's gonna, he's not Lara slick. I'll say that.
He got really quick reflexes, man.
He's got the reflexes. He's very accurate. He puts his punches together well. He's got the hand speed. Even defensively, he was pretty sound for the most part. So
I feel like he didn't get hit clean.
And he did buckle Burgos a couple of times with some right hands.
And that was the thing, because I wasn't that's the one thing I was looking for, because when I would watch a lot of his like videos, like even like in the gym, he was throwing a lot of slappy shit. So I'm like, please don't come to this fight throwing a whole bunch of slap shit and you're gonna bore the fucking crowd. But thankfully he did not. But I guess he's been with Bozy for like 4 months. So I guess Bozy's been trying to get that shit out of him to get him. But when I watched the fight, he was turning over his hand. He was turning over his right hand. He was turning over his hands. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, there you go. Now, how much power he had? You know what I'm saying? He buckled Burgos like at least 2 times. He didn't get like aggressive to get him out of there. But I did also hear that Bozy was just like, yeah, we're winning definitely. We don't need to do all that now. So, but it's his first fight, and the motherfucker went 10 rounds in his debut fight. Yeah. So yeah. I'm like,
it took some fight for Keyshawn. You know what I mean?
I really, really liked his performance. Shit, I give it an A. For a debut, that's a hell of a debut against a guy like Burgos.
He 10-0'd him. I mean, really.
Yeah, I mean, I'd give it. I'd give it probably A minus, like but Burgos, like I said, because I mean, he'd get A if he actually managed to either knock down Burgos or stop him, one or the other.
Y'all gonna hate on me because I ain't watched that fight. Like I went back and saw the Jermaine Franklin fight, and I skipped this fight and saw Baumgardner because I know I couldn't just watch 3 fights, including a Cuban prospect, and not.
No, this one was a good one. So
it was a good performance. You should watch the highlights at least.
I mean, I will say.
All right, I got you. I'll do the highlights.
I mean, I will say that Cruz. I mean, Cruz, like at least for debut, showed a very mature pro style. So salute Bozy for really working on him to really get him to fight more American,
American. Yeah, he didn't fight any amateur looking style. He got the flashy reflexes. He got the boots-esque NS. He got the NSS trunks. Like the fucking. It was a nice little outfit he had.
No 1-2s like some Cuban fighters that we know. That,
no 1-2s and yeah.
So it's like.
Yeah, he threw a lot of hooks. He threw some uppercuts. He had a little bit of everything in his arsenal, not just jab, right hand every other time.
Yeah, he did a couple uppercuts and went to the body. It was a good performance. I give him an A2.
Yeah, because that was the thing for some Cuban fighters, just throwing fucking 1-2 and it'll get you far. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
but there's definitely something you can build on for that performance. So like I said, like I said, I was impressed. Like I said, just the fact that he was actually able to actually. I mean, he showed a good chin. Because Burgos did kind of catch him a couple times though. So yeah, I mean, I was impressed because he went 10 rounds like that, and he looked comfortable. And he didn't look like he was even gassing or anything of that shit. So
he actually turned it up later on in the fight. Like I'm like, okay, I was like, you know what? I give him 7 rounds, and then after that, I'm sure he'll kind of just slow down. It was actually the opposite. He turned up more. I was like, okay, so.
Yeah,
he won 10-0. I mean, you could maybe say 9-1. You know what I mean? It was really good.
One judge gave him 8 rounds, and the other 2 gave him 10.
Yeah,
it's about right. It's about right.
But either way, like I said, that was definitely. I know Eddie was looking like, please don't get knocked out by Burgos, because I know he was going to be there. He's going to be vexed if that actually happened.
Yeah, I knew that was not going to happen. Right? Because even if Andy really didn't have a lot of power, like even if he didn't show much power, I still think he had enough technically sound, like just in the tool bag, just to decision Burgos. But then you never know. Stranger things have happened. I'll say this. He looks further along in his first fight than the other Cuban does at Top Rank.
Ramirez.
Yes. He looks further along now than Robesi does in 10 fights.
Damn. Yeah, I mean, fluidity wise, again, I think it's a good match for with Bozy because Bozy had
champion now.
Bozy had his son, you know what I'm saying? Bozy, had his son who's got athleticism and reflexes. So Cruz has a lot of that, some similar traits and quality. He ain't boots, but I'm just saying he has similar archetype where that kind of feels.
And Andy went through some adversity in the fight because Burgos hit him 2 times with low blows. And and
the last round, the final bell, he was hit him with a low blow. Clearly,
one of them was one of the low blows was like super, super blatant. And I was like, okay, let's see how this goes. But Cruz handled it well. He just kept pushing. Like it didn't affect him. It didn't phase him. It hurt, but then he just kept pushing through. I'm like, all right. So he handled a little bit of adversity.
You should love after he wasn't salty about the blatant low blow. He was just shaking his hand. It seemed like in there.
Yeah. Burgos was on one with them low blows. Like they were fucking but he had to because he was getting his ass whooped. Yes. So yeah.
Now, if Burgos, if Andy actually learns to speak English, Cuba might have their first actual star.
Well, he did say, "Where my bitches?" So,
he did say that to
it's coming, Paul. It's coming. He gonna be in Philly.
Yeah. In a year, Cruz will be talking like a Philly nigga. Like that's my word. Like bro will be out here calling Beanie Siegel lyrics and everything, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
give him some time.
But another 130 lightweight. I'm not saying contender, not yet, but I'm saying another 135 entrant has appeared. You know.
Yeah, I mean, of course, we have to give him some time though. At least 5 fights before.
If he's looking like that,
I hate to say it, but you know who's supposed to be on this card? Mark Castro. I bet right now I don't care. Andy Cruz would beat Mark Castro if they were to fight.
Yeah, Mark Castro is trash to me.
I'm just saying.
What were you gonna say, LB?
Now I'm saying like the way y'all talking about dude, like he supposed to be fighting for a title next year.
Well, I mean, he fought the guy who fought Haney and Mikey and Keyshawn, you know, so his first fight.
I mean, they're fast tracking him. Like, I mean, fast tracking him.
Yeah, he's gonna be fast tracked.
So he should be like he'll be fast tracked like Robeisy Ramirez.
Kind of like that. Maybe probably more, probably quicker because
more so because he ain't gonna lose
his
bullshit
his
early
debut.
fight.
He ain't gonna lose his debut. Yeah,
and have a redemption arc real quick, and then
they had the redemption arc trailer.
Yeah,
loaded up.
Damn. Because they sped him along fast. So, okay.
Robeissy's back soon. I like seeing him fight. He's one of the best featherweights in the world. So
yeah, but
he's on the Inoue card. He's a co-main for Inoue. Fun.
Yeah, but Pete, tell us about Baumgardner because you were all up in Baumgardner's like area and shit like that. Well, tell us about that fight, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll say this: the women were definitely there for Alycia, definitely. And then like some of her people, like I started coming to my section, and like they was just going crazy, what's his name brought her out? What's his name? Sada Baby, and. Yeah, they was going crazy. I don't know too much about Sada Baby. I've only listened to a couple of songs. I can't comment on him as a rapper. He's a
Detroit rapper. Yeah.
I know who he is. I know where he's from. I know he's from the area. But I'm not gonna comment.
Rome would probably be familiar with. Rome probably blast that nigga.
When I Get Money, I mean, I don't know if I Get Money was kind of hard, when she came out to I Get Money at first.
Yeah, no, she came out with that first, and then Sada Baby brought her out. And the crowd went crazy. They was she definitely had them. She definitely had the crowd hype. And when Linardatou came out, she's just raining boos. She got
dancing though. Yeah, she was
pushing through. She danced, but they were booing her out the fucking building, and she's just like, whatever. I'm gonna just dance. Fuck it. And then even in the when Baumgardner came out, her entrance. I'm looking in the ring, and Linardatou still dancing. She's like nothing fazed her. Fuck it, I gotta give her credit for handling it well.
Yeah,
but it was, saying that the atmosphere was ready for this fight, and it started off a little slow. I felt like Baumgardner was just trying to just fight at a slower pace at first. Really just throwing a little bit here out there, get Linardatou's timing and get some counters in. To me, she
wasn't doing nothing though those first couple rounds. She didn't really start doing shit till the third though.
Well, yeah, and then I think really to me it was in the fourth round where things really started picking up. Where Baumgardner starting to unload and be aggressive and push her back and hit her to the body. She was putting in some body work. I was like, okay. And then after that, the fifth round, she honestly, and I hate to do this, I really don't want to fucking do this whole thing again because we talk about it enough. But I believe in the fifth round, if that was 3 rounds, Baumgardner would have got her out of there. She had her hurt. And she hit her with some hard left hooks and some hard right, and she was almost ready to go, and then ding, fuck, she gets annoying.
Yeah.
And then credit to Linardatou because in the second half she was actually fighting right with Baumgardner at times, really at least trying to fight back, trying to push
landing them left hooks like crazy.
Yep, trying to push the pace. Trying to find openings, but Alycia would just beat her to the punch most of the time.
Chin too, because them left hooks, because she was getting hit with them clean, but Alycia was just shaking them off. I was like, okay, this is
she was because honestly she could work on her defense more because she'll either get hit with a jab or the left hook.
Alycia.
Yeah, this fight she was getting hit with the left hook all night, yo.
Well, the funny thing is that I feel like that's what cost her the first fight because she was just way too hittable. her defense was even worse back then. Like when she fought Linardatou the first time, Linardatou landed with everything back then. At least now, Alycia was like a little bit more. At the very least, she was still hittable, but at the very least, she was responsible. Like she tried.
I'll give her that. Yeah, and
she tried.
And the offense was more on point too.
But surprising. And the funny thing is, I was like waiting. I'm like, after the 7th round, I'm like, okay, is Alycia gonna fade? Because I know she fades later on in the fights. But
waiting and hoping for motherfuckers to fade.
No, that's the thing. I was like, please don't let her fade, because like Linardatou was getting aggressive. So I'm like, you fade, these might go bad for you. But I think she had built up enough rounds in the bank anyway. But still, she didn't fade. She was right there with her, countering hard body shots, nice right hand. She was definitely, it was definitely a very good fight, especially in those last couple of rounds where I don't know if she was trying to get the knockout, but she was trying. They were both trying to land some shit. Hate that. Once again, hate that it's fucking 2 rounds, but whatever. So, sorry, 2 minutes, but whatever. It is what it is.
Was getting her ass beat in the last couple of rounds, like. She was.
But like, even though she was getting her ass beat, she was still at least trying to fight back. She was trying. She was trying.
She would land one good punch to like Alicia's 4.
I feel like Baumgardner, she's doing a better job of her gas tank. Like she would throw the gas early.
She managed to ring better this time.
Okay, I just want to say this. Like I said, so I'll fast forward this a little bit. That was brought up in the post-fight press conference, and she was very upset. She was very upset because she's like, "Stop saying that."
Smart.
Yeah, I hate it when you guys say that. It's not. I'm gonna fight the smart way. I'm not gonna fight like all these other girls. I'm just like, damn. But like, you faded in the past couple fights. So like
this one, she kind of was more
So like, I mean, but like
this time, but you gotta mention it if you're gonna say, you improved the gas tank, the stamina.
I do wonder if like she also. I mean, I wonder if because it's like I said, she was slow. She fought at a slow pace in the first couple of rounds, so that makes me wonder if like that her starting at a slower pace to start off with kind of helped her get in those final rounds to push the pace. Because usually she starts off fast, and this time she didn't start off fast.
But remember, she gassed in the mayor fight, and that wasn't no fast-paced type of fight. It was just kind of like
trading back and forth for 10 rounds.
Yeah,
not trading, but just
never trade. That was a good fight.
It was a slower paced fight. Like
true.
It's like Canelo's Caleb Smith. You're not gonna gas in that.
When she fought Mekhaled, she dropped her, I think, early-ish in the fight.
And what's also weird about that is, from what I was told, like a lot of people there were telling me, like more people that like know that have seen her in the gym all the time, that would tell me that like 3 rounds would benefit her more because they say in the gym and all that when she's sparring and all that, she does her best work in the last half because she trains 3 minutes. When she trains and spars, she does it like 3 minutes, and she does all her best work at the end, like then at the last half of the 3 minutes. I'm like, well, then why can't then how is it an issue now when it's only 2 rounds that she's gassing, or like you can't just
that don't make no sense. Somebody's saying bullshit, bro. I'm
sorry. Like, how is that? Because I'm like, how does that make any sense? Or like,
all you gotta do is look. It's harder to judge a 2-minute round than it is a 3-minute round.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you break down a round into 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, you usually, if you win the first 2 minutes, you won the round, unless the last minute a nigga really goes off on you.
Mm-hmm.
Baumgardner be having 2 minutes, and she go off for like 30-second intervals at a time in these damn 2 minutes. Like, I don't know. It should make no difference like that, man.
But I mean, I do feel like the zone or matchroom, whatever, the Canelo budget went to her because she got a nice little media push. I felt like in the past, build up for this. And
honestly, she deserves it. So
she deserves it.
It's a homecoming fight, and it was a homecoming fight with a story.
But I hope they build upon it because a Serrano fight makes too much sense.
Carissa was there. Shout out to Carissa. Carissa was there to support. You know what I'm saying? She was out here interacting with the fans, interacting with the media. I will say, for as annoying as Carissa can be on Twitter, it's so weird because she's just like the nicest person in person. Like that's the thing that kind of annoys me. Like you pop all this shit on Twitter, and I'm sure she means it, but in real life, you're like such a sweetheart. I don't know. It's fucking weird. It's weird to me.
A lot of.
I mean,
but
yeah, you're like maybe if the real life persona was online, she'd probably be even bigger.
Yeah, because when she gets on the camera, she gets a little cocky too. But I guess like from what King P's saying, when it's now focused on her, she's just more of a true.
Yeah, I've seen her interact with fans down at the Jake Paul fight, and she gets mad love. Like people fuck with her. Like she's like cool, real friendly, talkative, takes lots of pictures with people.
Yeah, she was in Baumgardner. Yeah, Baumgardner.
The thing is, like with Baumgardner has just this aura around her, this energy that she's one of those people that if she's so jovial that almost like if you're having a bad day, she kind of brightens up the mood and she brings the energy with her, and I like that about Baumgardner.
She's a shorty in person though. I was like, God damn, she's. You
ain't got to tell me twice.
what Ern said, like Baumgardner, like my boy who comes in the chat, Rob, sometimes he's not the biggest boxing fan. He fucks with it because he's boys with me. But he bought the Alycia Baumgardner shirt. He's a huge fan. He's like, oh, are you watching the Baumgardner fight? And she has like a certain gravitational, don't hurt that she's,
Yeah, I mean her.
The looks is like
the looks help
30%.
Yeah, it helps look a lot, but I mean, obviously there's pretty women boxers that don't get that kind of traction, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely looks good that Baumgardner looks, is fine as hell and everything like that. So Eddie at least still has his Midas touch with the ladies, so it's like he can still, as long as the ladies still permeate his cards.
Is Baumgardner the first real American star he's helped create?
Quite possibly, bro.
No, just in general, we can't even say don't say women because we know he's failed with all the dudes.
But I mean, Bam kind of no.
No, it is it really is true because
Nah, Baumgardner is bigger than Bam, yo.
Yeah.
I mean,
and all of this was by accident. She wasn't supposed to beat Terry Harper.
She was running as the opponent, and then Harper gets.
He was running at the opponent. I mean, I followed Baumgardner for a while. Yeah. So I knew how talented she was. That's why when she texted, she put up that post when she got the Harper fight. Eddie texting her, "Congratulations, you got your shot." Like, okay, here we go. She's gonna make the most of it. And that's why I fucks with the only reason why I fucks with Baumgardner is she wasn't supposed to be here. She didn't have the Olympic accolades, all the amateur accolades that Shields or Mayer or she wasn't this decorated, polished person. She was just she came up had to get it out, almost get out the mud. But she started from the bottom. She got up the hard way.
Yeah, and so hold on, time out. So when is Shorty on what's the name? I think with Tiara Brown.
Yeah, Tiara Brown.
Tiara Brown.
When is she gonna get her shot? Cause
she's
he looks way
I think Jake Paul helped her.
Skill-wise, he's way more polished than Baumgardner.
The most.
She's supposed to be getting her shot soon.
Yeah, we'll see. I think Jake Paul.
Damn.
I think Jake Paul gave her a cosign or just gonna put her on a show or something. So I mean, yes, I think it.
Thank you, Jake Paul. Shit.
Yeah.
Well,
because Shorty stayed bodying people, and it's like
Tiara and Shadeja will get their chance soon enough. Both of them.
All shits, probably,
You know, but at least that car made me happy. Because I'm happy because Baumgardner, she came back from knee injuries too. Because next she tore her ACL and all that other shit. So like, it's good that she's getting this type of attention. She's getting the type of love and everything like that.
She deserves it. She deserves it for sure.
And shout out
to I mean, she's been fighting in the fucking UK.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then shout out to, of course, her giving us the drop, Ring Gang Radio, and then P being all up in her post fight party, her
getting litty.
The lift back celebration, nigga.
Yeah, exactly.
They had to play lean back.
Yeah, she was definitely having a good time at the celebration. Hold up. I'm looking at Karma's question. Did she improve the gas tank, or did she not just throw herself out? She didn't throw herself out. She fought a patient and executed fight. So, like I said, I do think that might have played a part in it, but who knows?
I mean, I think it improved, yo. You could say the fight didn't really get cooking until the third round, but even then, like, she's been in slower paced fights or had moments where it's kind of slow, and she'll still kind of gassed out. Even though I know she don't like us saying gassed out and shit, but I mean, it is what it is, man. Like, but Alycia still did good overall. Like,
she did.
Yeah, the guy got hit with a left hook a little bit, but I mean, she still put it on. Like, she put good body head combinations, all that shit. See, okay, my nigga. See, that's what I was saying earlier. Like, how did she train 3-minute rounds but gassed in 2 minutes? Yeah, see,
Karma just likes to start trouble sometimes.
No, I'm saying, but I swear, unless we gonna say scroll up pilot, like, because King P was low key trying to make sense of it, like, nah, but if the real fights are 3-minute rounds, then it will just translate from training to the fight, and it's like, well, how about you just cut your energy a little bit and just condense it into 2 minutes?
I hope Karma's not throwing shade, by the way, because we know your favorite fighter has, doesn't have the most prestige gas tank either. So, but that's okay. I'll let you live, Karma. Because I don't need Karma and Pat on my ass. So, I'm a chill.
Yeah, but P though, I mean, obviously Detroit, overall Detroit, Eddie had one of his accidental good matchroom cards, and Detroit was a good time. Everything seemed like it was a good time and everything, bro. So I mean, of course, other than you coming back, the
bullshit. Ugh.
Yo, that's bullshit. Is you putting pineapple with goddamn bacon and pepperoni, nigga?
No, it's not.
I've heard of pineapple and ham. But pineapple and bacon and pepperoni, cheese and peas, man, like, you wildin'. And honestly, they look like they gave you a lot of fucking like real good quality bacon. I just can't see how that should you take a bite and there's citric acidic pineapple and fucking then
get that little
wine, nigga.
Mouth. With that swine, brother. That fruity swine, brother.
Hey, that swine by itself be like on point, nigga. But with pineapple by itself on point. But then you put both together. Then this nigga said, "Hey, man, pepperoni." I don't think the fucking Ninja Turtles would eat that goddamn pizza. Fucking that pizza trash, nigga. That combination was trash. But the pizza did look good. I would have just been like a little kid.
No, the pizza's dope, and pineapple is life. I'm gonna stop. Pineapple does go on pizza. I'm gonna need y'all to stop fucking hating.
No, it doesn't. Nah. But all right, you're told to your taste buds.
Yeah, I'm trying to say, like, if somebody was like gun to my head and there was like, yo, pineapple or broccoli, or I'ma fucking kill you, Jay. Dude, I don't know. Like, honestly, I might say broccoli. Cause I don't know if I can deal with no fucking pineapple, man. Like, that's like saying apple and steak.
Ugh.
Yeah. Hey, nigga, let's put fucking anchovy. No, anchovies be busting. Hold on. Let's put Italian sausage and fucking.
All right, no, I hate anchovies, so that's a no. That's a dub for me. Sorry, no. Fuck anchovies.
Anchovies is better than fucking pineapple.
Nope, because anchovies is horrible. Period. I wouldn't have that with anything.
Back in the day, down here, like the Pizza Hut used to have anchovies, and like you could order it on the pizza, like that shit was busting.
And then of course the turtles popularized that. Cowabunga dudes. You got anchovies on your.
Yeah,
pizza.
I mean, you just had to be there, nigga. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Like when you say cowabunga before the anchovies, it just hit different, nigga.
Yeah, word.
See, you couldn't even say no shit with no motherfucking goddamn pineapple, bacon, and pepperoni, nigga.
Nigga, you say bunga.
This the one time the rats ain't even fuck with you this time, nigga.
Now you just say bunga, and that's the shit. That's what that shit would be, bro.
Nigga, your stomach said bunga, cowabunga, all that.
My stomach was good. Thank you very much.
Damn.
Yeah, I can never have no fruity cheese pizza, bro.
Well, hold on, time out. Okay, so you had pineapple. What else was on your pizza?
Pineapple, bacon, and pepperoni.
Okay.
Motherfucker! Like, yo, I'm gonna strangle you through the screen, nigga. Like,
why you not used to it by now? Goddamn.
Nigga, we done said bacon and pineapple and pepperoni like 27 times. This nigga Pilot, oh my goodness, man. Like,
yo, Pilot, do a jalapeno if you.
But yeah, so like, and also shout out to Tony Harrison. You know what I'm saying? Gave us good content. His top 5, like, yo, Tony in person is a character. He's hilarious.
I told you, like Tony was the highlight of one of the highlights of my trip when I went to see Charlo and J-Rock, nigga. Like roasting niggas. Like me and him were roasting the nigga together, bro. So it's like,
and like, I mean, and like, it was crazy to see him like kind of like give props to Charlo because I know he don't really fuck with him. But he's just like, man, if Charlo beats Canelo, he number 1 pound for pound for me. I'm just like, hey, I can't stand him, so it hurts me to say that. And like, as he's saying it, I'm like, damn, like I could tell that hurts you to fucking say that shit.
Oh,
nah, but he was being honest with it though. Like, he was keeping it real because if Charlo beats Canelo, he might, especially as decisive as fuck. Like, he might be pound for pound number 1, nigga. I don't know, bro. Like.
But yo,
no, you're right. He might.
Quick thing, Bells. How can I super chat to support Pineapple on Pizza? Our PayPal, bro. You see this the banner scrolling? Our PayPal.
Salute.
Yo, hit up the ring. Yo, hit up ringgangradio.com and you gonna see the damn the donate button, bro. It's right there on the main site, the first page.
Yeah,
right there, bro. And
yeah, PayPal right there.
Knock it out so I could get some pineapple and anchovy on pizza.
Yeah,
and upload it and be like, Florida got the best pizza. I got oranges and grilled chicken on my shit, nigga.
Yeah,
we got key lime pizza down here, nigga.
Bells, like don't use the Patreon because actually we probably need to take that down. But the PayPal is our PayPal is absolutely up, Bells.
Yeah. We could drop the site or something, or
but I think we dropped enough bars on the Detroit trip and everything like that. So